Our plan was pretty simple. 3 friends, Nelson, Tanner, and myself, Lehman, heading south from Sydney with an old landy, 1 moto strapped to the back, a few surfboards, and only the essentials in search of waves, adventure, and an experience that we would remember for the rest of our lives. The idea of doing a road trip all the way from Sydney to Tasmania is something Nelson and I have been tossing around for a very long time. And with rumblings of a pristine winter swell on the way and an endless road of Australian coastline to explore, all the stars seem to align for our assault down in Tasmania.
It's pretty windy today.
However, like all journeys, sometimes things just never go quite to plan.
Nelly on the phone here.
Alright, let me go back a little. Nelson and I are best mates who met in Australia 12 years ago. Since my time visiting him in California, while on exchange we have travelled together, making short surf films, feeding our hunger for exploring new places. Feeling trapped in finance and experiencing the golden handcuffs, Nelson realised his only option was returning to university with Australian citizenship. He knew moving back to Australia was the best way to transition into a career that he was passionate about. However, since becoming a full-time engineering student, finding time to get back on the road for Nelson has become pretty difficult. The same kind of goes for me too. I love travelling and surfing, but I've had to scrape as much money as possible from working other jobs to fund my dreams of becoming a filmmaker. With Nelson and I's appetite to get on the road growing rapidly and our schedules finally aligning, we decided to set our eyes down on Tasmania. Tasmania has an incredibly diverse landscape, from a bountiful amount of unspoiled and secluded beaches on the east coast to the unforgiving yet raw beauty of Mother Nature in the south and west. We knew Tassie could serve up more than enough opportunity to feed our hunger for adventure. When Nelson told his good buddy Tanner back in America about our plan, there was little convincing needed, and within weeks he booked his first trip to Australia to join us on our journey down to Tasmania.
We made it. We're in the airport, doing this thing. Somehow booked a flight 2 weeks ago, and now we're going to Australia, I guess. Haven't seen Nelson in like a year and a half. Old boy done left me in San Diego, so gotta fly to him now so we can go hang out, ride dirt bikes. I can go flounder and watch him surf and rip, him and Lehman. So it should be a good time. Talk to you guys later.
Hey, he's fucking kicked off, motherfucker. How are you, Lord?
What up?
I like working with metal for 2 kind of reasons: making a design and then seeing it come to life. And then second, it just kind of gives me some satisfaction about like working hands-on with something. And it's kind of allowed me to make things and rely on myself and kind of bring ideas to life. You know, blending it and painting it to have a final product that you use daily is just something I love, just to see the kind of fruition from start to finish. You know, you kind of have a sense of pride when you've done it yourself, and you know, I'm not the best welder, but it's more fun doing it than buying it off the shelf. I got into riding probably when I was like 5, when my dad took me to one of the monster jams in San Diego, and that kind of sparked my my hunger for a little Pee Wee 50. And since then, I got my license when I was 16 and just started riding ever since. There's a lot of talk behind doing motorcycle trips to Tasmania. The one thing I'm not looking forward to is for sure the cold. I think I'm not even ready for the shock that's gonna come. So that'll be interesting. Well, we're finally packed, heading down to Sydney and all the way to Ulladulla for the first day, and hopefully we'll have no issues.
Yeah, it's been a while since Nelson and I have like really hung out and spent time together. We used to live about, I don't know, a mile or two apart and see each other every day, ride bikes, hang out. You know, just all this came together in a matter of a couple weeks. Definitely stoked to get over to Tasmania. Hopefully it's a little more wild and carefree.